Hey, this is Speed.
And this is Flink.
From Soilwork, and you're watching Loud TV.
Separated from the one I
knew. I'm trying to remember.
They were good though. I mean,
yeah, we really got good reviews for that one as well. But I feel personally that we were hinting at what was gonna come in the future, and I think this new album is the result. You know, I think this new album makes more sense than Panic Broadcast. There was a lot of great songs, but I feel it's more of a it tells more of a story, this new double album. Well, yeah, it has a little bit of that feeling, but it's
that Scream does, like after it, you know.
Yeah, I can't even remember that I did that Scream.
No?
Seriously, maybe it's somebody else.
Maybe it was someone else.
Maybe it was Jens when he was mixing the album. No, but I probably did it. But I mean, it was long days in the studio, so who knows? But I mean, that song is, I guess, representative in a way. It gives you kind of a hint on what's going to happen on the rest of the album, because it has like blast beats and really melodic stuff and melodic vocals over blast beats, which is not very common. Mm-hmm. So already on that songs we're breaking the boundaries a little bit, you know. So and I feel that we're really doing that on the rest of the album as well. But it really makes sense. It doesn't sound forced or anything. I mean, it sounds really natural, and we had so much fun recording the album. And I hope people are going to be able to hear that. You know, there's a lot of passion and a lot of fun, you know, and emotion behind the album. Yeah, no, well, I mean, obviously I'm not going to sit here, I mean, it was rough at times, of course. I mean, it's especially you get, like, we were recording in a studio that was in the countryside, so there was nothing really around, and it took us like 15 minutes by car to get to the closest grocery store.
We'll call this jail, right?
No, well, no, not that bad. Well, we got a little bit of cabin fever, I would say, you know, but it's not like we were well rehearsed or anything. Like, we went there and kind of figured everything out, like how to play the parts, and, you know, kind of get everything together in the studio. So that made it fun, you know. There was a lot of creativity in the studio, so and actually spending time together for like 2 months and just creating great music. It was sometimes hard, but it was more like a great experience than anything else, you know. It never got too much, you know, to handle or so, you know. At points it was close, but for me at least. But and there was a good vibe in the studio. Yeah. We had a lot of like fun, as I mentioned before. Like we're cooking together and you know, creating the songs and. Well, I think we needed a new challenge after everything that happened, and, you know, having Peter coming back and forth into the band, and I think we also needed to prove to ourselves that you know, prove to ourselves and to people out there that we are, you know, the band consists of many good songwriters, and
yes, you are.
Yes, yes, and we got that confirmed now for sure, and. I don't know, I just felt like I mean, I came up with the idea and presented it to the band in 2011 during the festival summer, and I also had the title, The Living Infinite, for it, and people thought it was, yeah, it's pretty cool, you know, but just a little concerned about coming up with that many songs, and we didn't want to compromise and ending up with an album where the first disc is awesome and then the second one's like, meh, you know, so... But we got really confident pretty soon after starting songwriting, because songs turn out great and very diverse, and every member of the band is involved. in the songwriting on this album, you know, lyrically and musically. So
double album, double money.
No, I wouldn't say
double
that.
album, double trouble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's probably more like it. Yeah. No, we had 26.
6 something, yeah.
But and I mean, even those, we're probably going to end up using those as you know, bonus tracks later on, whatever. But they're definitely good songs too. You know, it's just, at least we had something to pick from. But we felt really confident in all the songs, basically. So it was just, it was pretty easy. You know, it's like, wow.
There was not like a song that was kind of uncomfortable to put on there.
No.
Like, you know, it was, felt good about all of them. So that's pretty cool, you know.
Well, I took the title from how Jules Verne, he was describing the ocean. He described it as the living infinite, and I thought that was a really, really cool way of describing it, and thought it would be really suitable for a title that deals with a lot of, you know, existential questions and matters. So. Well, I wouldn't say it's never really easy. It's just a matter of you know, brain activity at the time being. But I feel that I had a lot of, like I mentioned before, existential questions and things in my mind that I needed to share or get out and kind of de-dramatize my thoughts a little bit. So I mean, it is a conceptual album in that sense. Because that's the general theme that goes through the album.
A lot of negative.
No, I mean, not really negative. I mean, it's more like, where do feelings and thoughts go when you die? You know, it's to me, it's really hard to accept that they would just like cease to exist. You know, they must go somewhere. Well, we were working on some of the demos, and I was like, you know, elaborating a little bit with vocals before entering the studio, but I left a lot of things open, you know, and decided to start recording my vocals in a very early stage in the studio. Like, even after the first song was done with rhythm guitars, I started singing on top of that. So instead of ending up having the 2 last weeks of the recording, doing vocals, to do like 3 songs a day and destroy your vocal cords and be stressed about, you know, like having, oh, I need to do 2 more songs tonight to be able to be on schedule. Now I could just focus on 1 song a day and like really, really put my mind to it. And I think that was a great idea and something that I will keep on doing. Well, I think that was a good thing to have Jens be a part of the whole recording from scratch. I mean, he was not there the whole time. He was there for the drum recording, and also, you know, setting up the sounds for guitars. I believe.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so just to get the sounds right, and the basic, you know, feel was to have the whole band gathered in the same studio and not having to, you know, let's record drums here and guitars in a different studio and then mix in a third studio. So we wanted to do it from scratch in the same studio and have, you know, Jens kind of supervising the whole thing and then have him mix it. And I think that was the perfect recipe for this album.
Yeah, and also his type of, like, the way he produces music, like with the organic sound that he has on his production, really was a good match for these songs, you know. Like, listening to it all really makes sense. The way he produces with the way the songs are, you know, is really alive.
Well, we're gonna do a full European tour as well in the fall, so
There'll be both festivals and tour.
October, November.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the tour in America is 2 months long. We do 54 shows in 56 days. And then, I mean, it's May, and then it's summer festivals, and then I think we might end up doing Australia, Japan, and then full European tour.
Okay.
Because you can't do the European tour too close to the summer because of the festivals, right? So. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be really hard. But
we're gonna go and do rehearsal for a week or so. We're gonna talk before that, but I mean, I guess we have to try some stuff out.
How many songs will you shoot? Something like 5, 6?
Maybe depending on. I mean, North American tour. The album's gonna get released as soon as
March.
Yeah, and that's when that tour starts, and so people are not going to be that familiar with the new songs. So I think we shouldn't pick too many. We'd rather come back and do more. So maybe 4.
4
5.
is pretty typical. Maybe 5, yeah.
There must be more to this. I'm running now. Stay through a glass wall. I'll tell you this, my friend. We must be bigger. The momentary bliss. Don't let the light you see restrain you. Don't put your trust in the dark outside. There will be more than you ever could die for. This momentary bliss is so Loud TV!
Så då börjar jag introducera mig själv och sen sa du det och sen sa jag att vi får kolla på Loud TV.
Ja.